So guys, I know I'm a tech channel and this type of video isn't really related to it whatsoever, but since I do a lot of my videos outside, I love flying drones, I love the beach, I love Florida, and kind of sharing all that with you guys, I think this is an important video to make. So I live in Southwest Florida and I'm currently at an area called Boca Grande, and it's Saturday and it's in the middle of summer. It's a beautiful day out and there is literally nobody here. The only people here are probably the residents that live here, and I feel sorry for them because you can't go to the beach. It's when you open your windows, it's ridiculous. The smell of like dead fish is just goes through the air. Right when I got here off the main road, I could smell it. And it's kind of funny because I posted on Twitter and a lot of people have no idea what red tide is. Even people in Florida have no idea what red tide is. It seems like it's only a big deal for the areas that it's affected, but it's a big deal for everybody. If you ever want to come on vacation to Florida, you better forget it right now. The beaches are uninhabitable at this point in Southwest Florida. It's ridiculous. And I'm about to get out and show you guys what I really mean. Literally, if you try to park, it's so easy. You could park anywhere. Every single parking lot is completely empty because nobody is at the beach. No one wants to go to the beach and freaking suffocate to death. Red tide doesn't just affect the water, it affects the air. So in addition to the air just smelling like fish, the red tide actually gets in the air and the algae spores or whatever affect you. Here's the beach parking lot. It's typically freaking full of cars. We are the only car in the parking lot. And to make matters worse, why does someone have to leave trash at a beach? Seriously? How are people that lazy? And this is just a reason, a small reason why our environment is the way it is. Everyone has this mindset where one little thing doesn't matter, but it does. And that's why I'm making this video. I'm a tech channel, but I feel like at this point, what does tech do that really changes our life? Not much. I think there's things much bigger out there that I have to tell you guys about from time to time. The backup camera's useless today. Don't really need to see much. Everyone's gone. I know, guys, I'm on a tech channel, but since I live in Florida and I just have a huge connection to the beach, to wildlife, to nature, to the beauty that is what this was, I just feel like I have a duty to share it with you guys, and people that aren't from this area need to know about it. If I tell 100 of you guys, maybe 100 of you will tell 100 more people. Maybe some of those people are actually important enough to make a difference. I know I'm not important enough to make a difference, but I know I am important enough to send a message. And hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully that's a good start. I don't want to see the state I moved to 9 years ago turn into this. And yes, red tide is a common occurrence, and that's part of the problem too. People have just learned to accept red tide in this area. Except that red tide is never this bad. Since 4th of July weekend, coming to the beach is impossible. It's always empty. You can't go in the water. It stinks, dead fish. You start coughing. You can honestly get sick from this. You don't worry about other sea life. Like, think about pelicans. They eat fish. I don't really know how many live and well fish are in the water, but from looking at the shore, I don't think many. So it just makes me question how pelicans are surviving, how seagulls are surviving, how the whole food chain is affected in this area. And I feel like people don't realize the grand scale of impact that one little area could potentially cause on the whole local ecosystem that could then ripple to other areas of Florida and other areas of the United States. It's... wake up. So, my thoughts so far. After a while, the dead fish don't look like individual dead fish anymore. They look like part of a bigger problem, and it's really disheartening. As someone that's lived in Florida for 9 years now, I've enjoyed our local beaches. I've enjoyed the wildlife, the water. I've enjoyed taking advantage of all these like amazing amenities, options. It's like paradise here, and right now it's more like hell. And just excuse me if I look hot, short of breath. It's hot outside, but the smell of the fish, the red tide irritating my lungs is just... I probably should have brought a mask. I don't know how people live here. I just have a huge just like sensation of just being sick. I smell fish, just the air, the red tide. I just feel like I have allergies. I'm sick. I just feel like this urge to just throw up constantly. If I cough, I feel like I will just gag and vomit. And it's not just the smell, it's just the overall everything. Ugh. And I want to get the drone footage, but I have to drive down to a different area because one part of this town is a state park and you can't fly drones, but I'm about to just pull over right here. So I want to get the drone footage to show you guys. I almost don't. If I wasn't gonna do it for this video, I wouldn't do it. I'm ready to leave. I just feel like I'm being strangled, suffocated. I honestly feel sorry for the people, the wildlife, the animals. And I normally don't use this camera, but I don't want to draw a lot of attention to me because I know there are people that try to hide this. People that are big into the tourism departments of this town, of this area, probably don't want a video like this to go up and spread around, but oh well. Too bad. And I know for a fact that the creatures that we saw, there's a lot worse everywhere. And I know that people probably clean them up daily, like the big ones. I've seen other people's videos that there are dolphins, there are manatees, there are sea turtles, there are big tarpon. Everything that you could imagine is dead. Like, nothing is protected from this red tide. And imagine eating something that lived in this water. They say it's okay, but no. If I knew fish was local to here, I would not eat it. I would rather eat fish from China than eat fish from this water, because I feel like Chinese arsenic mercury fish water is almost healthier than this. Dead serious. And like I said, we can all make a difference. All you have to do is share this video. All you have to do is comment on this video. All you have to do is just like this video, watch this video, and it helps this video gain traction for the world to see. My local news stations, people local to this area, have been posting about this. But I feel like this needs to get bigger for this to make a difference. This needs to be a national issue. This doesn't need to be a local issue. It needs to get known. It needs to be a bigger deal than it is. And I think I could be the start. And so could you. If you live in this area, no matter what, if you have 5 friends on Facebook, post a picture of your experience with red tide. Let it spread. I guarantee you, your friends' probably don't live in this area, at least some of them, and I feel like that can make a difference. Social media is powerful, and so are we. So I have my drone calibrating right now. It's getting satellites. I'm ready to leave. It needs to hurry up. Feels like it's taking forever just because this smell is horrendous. We need like 10 satellites before we can take off, and I'm just ready to just take it off now. I don't care. Okay, we have 10 satellites. We're good. Basically, I'm not trying to disturb anybody. So I'm over the water. I'm at the beach area. But I want to see what's going on. Like, look at this water. It is disgusting. Like, this looks like sewage water. I have been here. I have lived in Florida. This is not just like runoff from a storm. This is not that. This is much worse. It's just disgusting. As far as the eye can see. I hope to God no one is swimming in this. Okay, so I got my footage, and I honestly didn't even like put my drone away. I honestly didn't put my drone away. I'm ready to leave. And also, I just have a weird feeling because it's so empty. I feel like anything anyone's doing that's out of the ordinary as far as filming probably raises some red flags by people that don't want the message to go out. People in the tourism department especially Their livelihood's on the line, and instead of making a difference, they try to cover it up. So guys, that's probably all I have to say about that. Was that enough for you? Did you enjoy this video? Was it positive enough? Was it happy enough? Was it techie enough? If it wasn't, sorry. And I've thought long and hard about this video on how I'm going to monetize it. I don't want to make money off of this issue, but I also don't want to disable ads on this video either, because I have a big hinkling that YouTube doesn't promote videos without ads as much. So what I'm going to do is, for the life of this video, donate the earnings to a local nonprofit that I find that best can support improving this. Now, Moat Marine is a big nonprofit that I love in this area. I don't know if there's one that's better, that's more specific to the water health. But I know Moat Marine's very good on local rehabilitation of like sea turtles, birds, that types of stuff. So I'm strongly considering them. If you guys know of an organization that's any better and you live in this area, let me know in the comment section below. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna post on Twitter like proof of this video's earnings. I'm gonna post proof of what I donated. Some people won't believe me, but I'm honestly not trying to make money off this situation. It would just seem way too greedy. It would feel like I'm an actual news station, like trying to profit off people's failure and anguish, and I don't want to do that. Especially when I went out to the beach, and if you're by yourself and in your own thoughts, it can kind of hit you pretty hard. Like I said, the fish themselves, you don't really have a connection to them. You see a dead fish, some people get disgusted, some people may feel sorry, some people may feel indifferent, but for me, it's just a grand picture, and it just kind of hit me really hard that it's part of Florida, part of this ecosystem, and the outlying areas are just at danger.